Good Saturday morning. It is 7:16. Hopefully you have a great weekend planned. Maybe you're just relaxing. The weather is going to be nice, but really hot all weekend long and not expecting any rain. This morning is beautiful. Lots of sunshine. As the sun comes up, we have not a cloud in the sky. 74 degrees. Dew points are in the low 70s on the South Shore, so it is less humid, but not perfectly dry and comfortable outside. But you'll notice it will feel less muggy today and this whole weekend. Today we'll mostly have northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour, so delightful weather, but it will heat up quite a bit this afternoon. So get ready for some really hot temperatures coming our way. Temperatures above average actually for this time of year for the next several days. At least enjoy the morning though. Right now we're starting our morning with temperatures in the upper 60s on the North Shore, so more comfortable north of the lake. On the South Shore, low 70s, but mid upper 70s, even in the 80s in a few spots in the metro area on the South Shore. Today expect plenty of sunshine, maybe a couple little clouds this afternoon, and then temperatures will get to about 94 degrees this afternoon. Our average high for this time of year is 89, so trending about 5 degrees above average. So not overwhelming, but you'll notice it very hot as we wrap up the summer season. This is the last full week of summer coming up, and it's going out with a bang. But today will be nice, mostly dry weather, not expecting really any rain at all. Temperatures will be in the 80s this evening. Today there is an air quality alert once again, just like yesterday. It's for ground level ozone. It happens from time to time when it gets hot, when it gets dry. It's the unhealthy for sensitive groups category. So in the afternoon and early evening, it's important if you have asthma, other respiratory issues. Try not to overdo it today outside for long periods of time. Most people not impacted by this, but just to keep in mind, we do have an air quality alert for today, and we'll probably have another one tomorrow because the whole weekend looks exactly identical. Lots of sunshine today and tomorrow, 94 degrees today and tomorrow, but it will feel less humid. It is going to be nice, but don't forget sunscreen, sunglasses, sun protection. Keep yourself cool out there because those temperatures will be creeping up there in the mid 90s today and tomorrow. So today, our sunset, 7:08 this evening. By September 20th, just a few days away, sunsets will be before 7 o'clock. And of course, we'll continue to lose daylight as we head into the winter solstice going into December. But fall is around the corner. Fall starts September 22nd. Isn't it supposed to be cooler? No, in fact, it's going to be heating up this whole week. And we're not going to be alone. We have a pattern change coming up that will support hotter temperatures across the U.S. The only saving grace, though, here at home, the nights and the mornings. So by tonight, tomorrow morning, it's going to be more comfortable. Tomorrow we'll start the day in the 60s and 70s. Tomorrow for the Saints game, great weather again, plenty of sunshine, hot and less muggy. Temperatures, like I mentioned, tomorrow back in the low 90s. So the heat is back on across the central and southern U.S. in the next few days. High pressure is going to build in. So you remember last week, the northern part of the U.S. got a taste of fall. Well, they're feeling milder in their mornings and hotter in their afternoons because a ridge of high pressure is going to build in over the central and southern U.S. and bring some really hot weather to finish up the summer season across the central and southern U.S. We're included in that. So our high pressure builds in, gives us some really hot temperatures over the next week. The only silver lining is the dry air stays in place. So dew points will be in the 60s over the next week for the most part, so it's not going to be that humid. It'll actually feel pleasant outside when it comes to the humidity levels. So at least the dry air sticks around from now through the end of next week. It's not going to be that humid, but certainly going to feel pretty hot. Out in the tropics, we're still watching that one spot out in the distant Atlantic Ocean, and we'll be watching it in the long term as it drifts west through the Atlantic Ocean. Has a bit of a higher chance, 50% chance of tropical development over the next week, and the big global models actually keep it out to sea. So even if it does develop going into this upcoming work week, it looks like the trends want to keep it out in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and it may not really develop much at all. So nothing to worry about in the tropics over the next week with this. We'll see maybe a batch of tropical moisture trying to work into the southern Gulf later next week. This is next Sunday. So we're watching the tropics, but nothing to worry about. No threats for us over the next 7 days. Here is that 7-day. Enjoy this beautiful stretch of weather, but keep cool in this heat.